Wild Rift need to have this 5 features in order to call itself a mobile game.
Just for the thrill of it, nothing counterfeit with you. Just the thrill of it. Just for the thrill of it, nothing counterfeit with.
Yo guys, how's everyone doing? This is your guy AssassinDave. Welcome back to another Dave Talk video. Today we're going to address 5 very important features that Wild Rift need to have in order to qualify to be called as a mobile game. Yeah, that's right. Wild Rift is a very fun and competitive game, but it's still missing some of the important elements to qualify for successful MOBA games that we've seen from many other examples. But before we get started in the video, make sure to drop the like, subscribe, and turn that bell on to all notification bells. I know 50% of y'all who are actually here for the very first time. Yes, please go ahead and hit that subscribe to join the coolest, the greatest, the baddest channel in the world of League of Legends, Wild Rift. That is right. Without further ado, let's jump into the video. The first and foremost important feature, in my opinion, is the social feature that has not been added into Wild Rift. One very good example is clan and squad system. It's kind of like the subreddit of the Reddit, you know, which is the core and the center of the community. You have a little bit of competitiveness between each clan and squad. They constantly fight each other, have clan wars, have squad wars, for example. That stuff we've seen even in other mobile games that turn out to be really successful. The participation rates are really high, and developers can even monetize these features and add a small entrance fee for people to join those small clan squad tournaments or what have you. This feature also linked to the health of the esports in the future, to be honest. If you have a really good squad and clan system, eventually once you have really good esports developed for Wild Rift, you're gonna have orgs forming squads, forming clans in the game, which grow their fan base in the game, solidify their fan base in the game. You can do viewer games with your clan, with your squad, right? Let's say a famous streamer from a certain organization, they can actually just send an invitation to that squad chat or clan chat, and all of a sudden all this fan base can now join in with their favorite streamer, favorite player to play some custom ARAM mode or whatever. It's just a really important feature, I guess, to form a sense of identity, a sense of belonging inside the game, which is really important. Another really good example would be like in-game gifting leaderboard. The gifting system right now, you can gift people skins or champions, but there's no leaderboard, right? From the past successful mobile games I've played, one common thing that you realize is people play mobile games, they actually just want to show off to their friends, look, I send this many people skins, look, my name is on a leaderboard, but sometimes they may not be the top tier players. How do they do that? If they have some extra cash in the pocket, they like to gift their favorite players or favorite streamers, you know, some skins or some champions, and then boost their position in the leaderboard, get recognized for their contribution in the community, in the game. I think the system is also really important. With that being said, there are a lot of sub features related to that, right? You can add in-game stream that I've seen before in other games that I played, which turned out to be really successful. Let's just say your favorite streamer, AssassinDave, is playing the game on stream, right? You can watch me on my live stream, on YouTube channel, on my Trovo channel, on my Twitch, or you can just go watch the game in-game, watch from different perspectives, see exactly what's going on, see some other elements in the game. While you're doing that, you can also send gifts to AssassinDave, like a champion, like a skin, or just straight up sending wild core, the in-game currency. So then I can use that to buy some skins and buy some champions. But that's just an example, right? The whole point is this gifting system will encourage people to actually contribute more to the game, and developer can then use that money to actually create more features for the game. This is really good monetized options, but most importantly, I think a lot of players really enjoy this function, and so far we have seen so much success in any other MOBA games. Another feature that is similar to this, you can also add creator code. I've seen other creators mention about it. You can verify content creators for the Wild Rift community and give them a referral code per se. And when people are actually buying in-game items, they can then input the referral code, and developer can use that referral code to give the content creator some type of rewards. Either it's straight up monetary or it's in-game currency. I've seen this done really successfully in some Supercell games, and being a very social game, again, this is a mobile genre, this is definitely something Wild Rift can learn as well. There are many other social features, but the most important concept here is this is a mobile game after all. And in order to have a successful mobile game, we need to have the ability for people to share, for people to form community, and make it very easy, very streamlined. So this social features, a lot of social features have to be added ASAP. The second important feature in the game is a reporting system. The current reporting system is literally not existent. It's a piece of paper that doesn't really do anything. I think sometimes I got false reported. Even if I didn't actually type anything in the game, you guys knew, like, even if I get toxic before. In fact, right now, if I get toxic and get caught on stream, I will do a giveaway right away as a punishment for me and as a reward for you guys for being my judge and jury. But back to the story. Even the old Dave, the kind of toxic Dave, even when I complain in-game on stream, I don't really type it out a lot of the time. But sometimes, all of a sudden, I just got muted. I got reported and I got muted and I can't say anything at all. Like for a long period of time, I can't show people, you know, what position I want to go to. I can't type anything. I just got straight up muted in the game. But for people who actually troll, who actually in the game, who actually start off the game and then just straight up first pick Nasus and then run it down mid, for those people, if you report them, I don't think anything happened to them. There's no punishment, and even if there is punishment, I don't know whether this person's being punished, right? There's a system that I saw from another game that is really, really good, is when you report somebody, the system will send you a mail saying, oh, you reported this person, and if this person is actually being punished by the system will then send you a mail again, says your report has worked. You know, this person being reported. After verification, we find out blah, blah, blah. On top of that, it's also very important to give the person who are reported a way to appeal. Because I have been false reported, you know, many times. I actually have been cyberbullied when I was streaming in Korea, playing some other mobile games, and that community was just kind of like a mob community. I destroyed their #1 player in that region in a ranked game, and he started trash talking me in the game, and I was like, okay, I started talking back, and what happened is this guy actually got the entire community to start inting my games. Every time I play into the game, there will always be people from that community in my team that would int on purpose. And then the entire game will report me because they speak Korean. They were talking to each other and I don't know what the fuck they were talking about. And I got reported for many games in a row until I couldn't play rank anymore. There should be a way for people who are reported to appeal, right? Even though this is not going to happen very often, and most of the time the reporting I think are going to be accurate, but it should provide an option for the person who are reported to appeal. But reporting system definitely need a desperate upgrade to actually punish those trolls, to actually punish those AFKs. A lot of people are saying that, oh, Dave, I have a bad phone. You know, sometimes I AFK not because my fault, you know, just my phone just shut off or whatever. Then you shouldn't play a ranked game, right? If you know you have a shitty phone, because it's just really unfair for those people who are actually playing rank, who highly try to rank up, especially in the higher elo. In lower elo, if you lose a game, it's really easy to climb back up. In a high elo, especially after Challenger, if I lose a game, I lose 20 points. If I win a game, I only win 10. Means like if I lose a game because of troll, I have to win 2 other games back to back in order just to break even. And then I have to win 1 more to, you know, to progress. So definitely the reporting system need to be upgraded and need to be upgraded right away. The third very important feature should be a nerf to the current feature actually. It's a rune system. Currently, Riot is very generous and you unlock all your rune system, all your rune pages after level 10. It's so easy to get level 10. You literally create an account, you play for a few games, and then in a few days, you're gonna be level 10. What this actually did is allowing a lot of high elo players to create infinite amount of smurf. They will play smurf to troll, they will play smurf to do anything they want really. There are too many smurfs. In fact, when I first started playing Wild Rift and I was in Asia server in Korea playing the SEA server, I was Diamond 4 and I was already top 0.02% of the all player pool. And then when I came back to Korea, when people start playing a lot of smurfs, I was challenger or master or something. I was top 1%. You know, I was not even top 0.01. I was top 1%. There's so many smurfs out there. It's a completely saturated system. It's not a real statistics on how many players are out there, how many good players are out there. So it's very important that, you know, we do something to that rune system to make it harder for those challenger players or high elo players to create infinite amount of smurfs. And since everybody can just change their name whenever they want, there's zero accountability really in the game, right? The changing name is free, which I don't think should be the case. People can just change the name anytime they want and then change your complete identity and ruin somebody else's games, right? That happens all the time in the game. And I think that stuff need to be nerfed, right? So we have some kind of accountability and people actually play one account for the most of the time. Another very important feature is solo queue ladder. When I first started playing the game, I remember there was a developer diary or like an article they posted talking about how the rank system works, and I clearly remember they said like after Master it's supposed to be solo queue only, but that never happened. The current VP system in the game is kind of odd because you have like a mark system, mark star system, similar to other mobile MOBAs on the market, and then but after Diamond you get some kind of LP system, VP system, right? Victory points. That's similar to the League of Legends PC. When you match those two systems, it creates a really confusing system. Because in a standard rank system for any other regular mobile MOBA, it's like you win a game, you win a mark, you lose a game, you lose a mark, right? It's a very standard one game progression type of deal. But in VP system or victory points, it should be based on your enemy that you're playing against, right? If the enemy that you're playing against is drastically a lot stronger than you based on MMR or any other metrics, you should win a lot more, like 20-30 VP if you win a game, or lose a lot less if you lose a game. This way, it makes really good players really easy to climb and actually get to the point that, you know, they deserve to be a lot faster so they can play against players who are actually on the even playing field. But we're not going to talk about the rank system right now. What I want to focus on is just have a standalone solo queue ladder that use victory points or leaderboard points, LP, whatever you like to call them. Because right now, if you play Wild Rift in the European server, you have seen people who actually have 4 or 5 challenger accounts and then mostly just play duo or trio. By the time when they play solo queue, they start losing most of the time as well. Most of the ranks are just boosted because they have a, you know, on average, a lot better duo and trio than the rest of the server. So in order to actually balance or measure a player's, you know, capability or their skill, I think have a standalone solo queue ladder will make that happen. Then the organization is gonna go ahead and pick individual players based off the solo queue ladder, and it's a lot easier for a viewer to see, you know, who are the real good players and who are actually not. And the solo queue ladder can actually use some system that Wild Rift already has, which is, you know, hide all the player names so people don't know who's playing in their team, who's playing against their team. Is completely based off player skills. This might not be as urgent as some of the other social features that we mentioned, but it's still really, really important features, and I personally really love something like this to happen in Wild Rift. Last but not least, the fifth feature that we want to mention today is actually a feature that allows people to swap champions in the ban pick phase. Almost every other mobile MOBA has this, except for League of Legends Wild Rift. This is really, really annoying because the higher elo you go, the more important it is to pick based off meta, to pick important champions that is really, really strong in the current available pool. With that being said, let's say you're an assassin player, you know, you only play Yasuo. Yasuo is not a champion that you should be first picking, right? But let's say Lulu is really strong in the meta and it should be first picked. And what if your team actually has a Lulu player, but you don't even have a Lulu in your stash? You don't even have Lulu as a champion in your champion pool, and then you can't pick this champ, but you are first pick. I mean, do you just give the champion away then, the meta champion, the strongest meta champion, to the opponent then? Because we all know, in a blind draft, a competitive game, like, ban pick is like 50% or even a higher weight off the game itself. A lot of times, good players can already tell how the game is going to go based on the draft. And the current in-game system doesn't allow us to do that. It's very, very urgent and important for the developers to add this right away so we can swap champions in the game in the ban pick phase so we can pick the best available champions for our team. Those are just my top 5 features that I think should be added into Wild Rift right away to make it a successful mobile MOBA game. What are some other features that you like to see in Wild Rift? Make sure to leave a comment down below in the comment section, and remember to like, subscribe, and turn the bell on to all notification bells. With that, AssassinDave signing off. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye now.
Just for the thrill of it, nothing counterfeit.